Now, I know I adventured very far into the wilderness, but I don't know what this is, and for some reason, when I passed through this gate, I felt some kind of different energy go through me, and something just seems very off about this whole area. Maybe I have walked way too far. And over here, what is this strange material in the ground? I mean, I don't even know what this is. I've never seen this before. So this is copper ore, apparently, and yeah, I guess we have walked extremely far into new lands with new materials. You know, maybe this isn't a bad thing. This is actually kind of exciting. New materials. Maybe we should keep walking. Guys, I'm pretty sure we just found something special. I'm pretty sure, guys, from plenty of my wizard experience back in my old village, I'm almost positive that we have just found a dragon egg, and it appears to be encased in some kind of crystal or something. But guys, we have definitely walked way too far. We found a dragon egg. And as far as I can see, I don't see any mama dragon around, which is actually great news for us. But that means that this baby dragon egg is alone. Now, if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, then it's probably a bad idea, but I think we should probably take this dragon egg home with us, and maybe we can raise it to be our own baby pet dragon as long as mama doesn't find out. So I'm gonna grab this and then run away quickly and go underground. Maybe we can try and find some new materials underground as well, but I think I will take this baby dragon egg. I've made my way into the mines underground, and I've already begun to find some more new materials, and this is deep slate. This is some interesting stony material, and I really want to use some of this in builds back in Sunhill Shire, so I'm going to keep walking around underground, seeing what else I can find, collecting things. Look at this ore right here, this gold. Everything feels so different in this new area, and I'm just going to continue to walk around and see what else I can find to bring back to the Shire. Another new material. This is tough right here, similar to stone it seems like, but it's just another interesting, unique new material that we can try and build with. I also found some of this right here, which is calcite, and I've taken a decent amount of it, and there's this weird fungus on the wall here that also glows in the dark as somewhat of a light, but I can't figure out how to get it off the wall safely, so maybe you guys know? Let me know. But I think I've collected plenty of things, and it's time to head back to the Shire, because who knows what else I'm going to find here, and I really don't want Mama Dragon to come near me. Well, home sweet home back in Sunhill Shire, guys, and I want to show you everything that I acquired in our trip to the north. Now, the north is an area I haven't ever explored, so all this stuff is very, very new, and we have deep slate, tough, smooth basalt, and calcite, along with copper ore, which I want to experiment with and stuff. And guys, I'm excited to use some of these new materials today here in the Shire. I want to do some building over there on the hill, some exciting stuff, maybe even put in another building in the back. We have a lot of building to do today, guys, but I also want to see if anybody else has found the northern lands with these new materials, so I'm going to head over to the community district and see if anybody else has found anything. And the appearance of a brand new shop definitely gives me hope that somebody else has found things from the new lands, and yeah, it looks like there's more materials that I haven't even found. There's even vines hanging from this tree that I can't recognize. We need to go see what's going on in this shop. So there's new things, azalea plants right here. Oh wow, there's a lot of cool stuff. I want to check all of these chests. There's moss. I definitely want to get some of that. Some hanging roots, glowing berries. Up here we have more azalea leaves and moss carpets. Oh guys, we have a lot we can do, and that right there, guys, that looks like copper. And at the top of the treehouse, it's more of the same stuff, and I'm super excited to buy myself some of this amazing product here. And oh my gosh, the Northern Lands have supplied us with tons of awesome awesome new blocks, guys. It looks like people are already using them here in the shopping area. I figured I definitely wasn't the only one to find this stuff. So I'm going to make a couple of purchases, guys, and head back to the Shire where we're going to do a big building episode. So a quick trip to the shopping district, and I placed the baby dragon egg here on a little bit of a pedestal. Nothing fancy. We'll probably do something a little bit better at a different time, but it's okay for now. It works. And over here I have my chest of all my goodies. You can see I picked up all sorts of stuff from the district. I got some moss and some azalea. I went and also picked up some mushrooms and mushroom stems from the dark forest because I want to do some mushroom builds today also. But guys, I think it's time that we hop into a little bit of a time lapse. I really want to get a sheep area installed, so we're going to make some terraforming, make a nice big mountain for some sheep. Not a mountain, more of a hill. But guys, let's get into a little bit of a time lapse. So there we have it, a little bit of a sheep pen here up on this artificial hill I created. I really wanted to get some elevation here and not just put it on a flat spot. And I have plans for down here, guys, but up here, the sheep are going to be put in this pen, and surprisingly, I don't think they can get out of this unless they can sneak past these walls, which I don't think they can. I'm pretty sure they're safe in this area. So we're going to get a ton of sheep piled in this bad boy, tons of more decoration. My next plan, guys, if you're wondering, is we're going to put 2 pine trees back here. They're going to be some beautiful little pine trees. And then in this area over here in this little dip, I want to put a garden house, some kind of farmhouse where we can store all of our stuff for the sheep, like wheat and stuff like that. So I really want to get a farmhouse going in there, but first I really want to test out using this new calcite to make some mushrooms. So we're going to mix it in with the mushroom stem block. We're going to get some really cool mushrooms going here right on the riverside and do a little bit more touch up and decoration here. So let me get to that. And there we go, some beautiful mushrooms right here, and I put some of the azalea bushes and decorated the side of the river. I want to maybe put a little bit of water down here and stuff, but guys, these mushrooms, especially this one, these are inspired by my good friend Sixer over on Instagram. I'll pop his name up on the screen so you guys can go follow him. He is one of the best builders that I know, and he inspired me with some of the calcite and different ideas for the mushrooms. So that's an amazing thing we have here, nice fantasy touch, and if we fly away we can see it fits in really well. It looks really cool, pop of red in our area, and I think, yeah, a little bit of water down here will do good. But guys, next step we're going to take is we're going to make a path to come up here, you know, get some sheep in here at some point, maybe not yet. But next, guys, I want to put the garden house down here, and we're going to go for a cool fantasy vibe. We're going to use some of the brand new deep slate blocks right here and some other stuff. It should be really, really awesome, along with some more pine trees and stuff, guys. So I know I'm talking a lot, and I'm super, super excited to be using these new blocks and building. So I hope you guys are enjoying today's episode. Hopefully you're nice and relaxed, because we're going to jump into yet another awesome building time lapse. You know, It does kind of look like a hobbit hole, but I really like the way this garden house has come together. And this view right here is just beautiful. The side of our house right up against here, and the tree, and then we have this nice beautiful path coming up here. This is some stuff I didn't show you guys that I did off camera. Just a path up here to the sheep area, which we still need to get situated. And also, if we come back down here over by the mushrooms that we made, I put in a little bit of a waterfall coming out and going straight into the river. So I thought that was kind of cool and gave it some more lively feeling and some awesome details. And this path right here just feels so cozy coming down here and walking straight up to the garden house, where we are going to be storing some stuff in here for our animals. Now we're going to have more animals back here. This is going to be kind of the animal area of the Shire. I think all of this back area is going to be animals, starting with the sheep. And the first thing I want to do, guys, you see we have these side entrances as well. I want to put down a floor, and I think a blackstone floor is what I'm going to go for. We got to put some lights in here as well and do some touch-ups, and I'm going to toss down some barrels and things like that. So let's get to doing some decorating, and I'm first going to start with tearing up the grass and replacing it with a little bit of a blackstone floor. So I did a little bit more than the floor. I installed the storage area, and what we have here is we're going to just do some composters and a bunch of barrels. We got some decoration with some grass. I threw in a few lights in the corners, and the floor, obviously, like I said I'd do, but it's looking pretty cozy in here. Now I think we need to add a few more things, maybe some hanging plants, kind of get it a little bit more busy in here, as you know, I really want to get this also functional, but really looking pretty fancy. So next thing I want to do is I'm going to grab some chains, and we're going to get some hanging plants, maybe get some cool decorations going on in here. So this is probably already a thing that you know about, but the flowering azalea in the pot on the chain, oh my gosh, how beautiful does that work? That works so well. It's just like the fern, but it's even better. You know, it's way better than the fern in my opinion. I love it so much. Let's get another pot out and do another fern over here, but boom, there we go. Let's take that one down on the ceiling, and this place is coming together. It looks beautiful. Little garden house. Oh, it looks so cool in here already. I love it so much. I'm gonna get a few more things going, and then guys, I think we really need to get the sheep in the sheep pen. And I also want to build some more flower gardens. Oh, there's a lot that I want to do, guys. I don't know what we're going to be able to do with the rest of the time in this video, but I'm going to continue decorating here because I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I'm officially done inside of the garden house. I think it looks really cool. I added a few cauldrons, some more leaves, some more decorations. It's a little cluttered, but that's kind of what I was going for in this little garden house area. I think it looks really cool, and I think we can start storing stuff in here as well. My goal is to store some wheat, meaning we're gonna have to get an actual wheat farm going sometime soon as well. And if I fly up in the air real quick, I was thinking we can probably make one of those fantasy wheat farms where they cover the hills a little bit, and I think we can do that in the near future. What the heck is with that, by the way? That seems to be a glitch with the new update and the mods and everything, which should be fixed relatively soon. Don't worry, just ignore that for the time being. But guys, the time has come. We need to go get some sheep and bring them into their new home. But I also want to do some decoration on the ground here, maybe put in some podzol, and there's also tons of monsters underneath here, so I also have to deal with that probably. But let's go out on the adventure for sheep. So we can add our first wheat into this area, and the garden house is already becoming useful, and I might put some... No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep the leads out in case I need them. And oh, I love this build now. It's so cool. I'm gonna be storing all of my farming / gardening stuff in there, and you can hear there's still zombies under there, but it's okay for right now. Here we go. Here's our sheep. We need to dye a few of them back to white from, if you remember, way back in the beginning of the season when we had the gray sheep necessity. If you guys remember that, Drop it down in the comments. Let me know if you remember the gray sheep rampage. Let me know who was here for that. So over time, I'm just going to let these guys grow up, and I'm going to keep breeding them and stuff, and hopefully pretty soon we're going to get this thing full of sheep. But right now, I want to do something that I saw in the shopping district that I thought was really cool. So for example, if I go over here, let me go grab one of these beautiful flowers over here. If I grab one of these red tulips, and along my path, I want to do something like this and put down a wall with a pot and a flower in it. I just think that looks really, really cool, and I want to spread a few of these, 6 of them to be exact, all throughout our little land here. So I'm just going to run through, toss down some of those, and then I have to do some sorting out here. We have kind of a mess. Here's the first one with the fir tree in it, and then over here I put down with a flowering azalea over there, one here with the oxeye daisy in it. Over here we have one with an oak sapling in it. I don't know how I feel about this one yet. I'll figure it out. And then finally over here we have the little mushroom. And guys, I kind of want to add a little bit of a cart here also, maybe one day, kind of a cart or some kind of wooden stand. And the sun is setting. I definitely need to get to sleep. And enough has been said, guys. This episode I've been doing a lot of talking, but also a lot of building, and I'm so happy with the way the base is coming together so far. It's really falling into place, and all of the buildings are going to be so interesting and so cool as we start to develop even more of this fantasy land. And I hope you guys enjoyed all the building we did in today's episode, and this little overview of the base should help picture what it's going to look like in the future, and the whole scenery around it is just it is looking really good, guys. I'm super happy with the base so far. And so thank you guys so much for watching today's episode on the Society of Creation, and hopefully this dragon egg down there stays nice and safe, because I really don't want any mama dragons showing up or anything like that crazy. So I guess I just need to keep an eye on the skies, guys, and until next time, it's been Lemon Slice here in the Society of Creation. Peace out.